your own atmosphere, now getting to create your own seasons and tweak that a little bit. How does that make you feel? Like, what keeps you coming back?
That's the creativity to me. Like, I've always growing up, I love building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with the Sims the way you want to, and now being able to control the weather and just adding that into all that makes it super exciting. It's just the freedom to be able to do what we want.
Yeah, the sandbox game. So you get sick of something, you knock it down, you start again. Like, it never ends. So
what's been your favorite expansion so far?
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think Cats and Dogs was pretty cool because you got to have pets and a new world, and that was a heap of fun. Probably Cats and Dogs or city living. We can live in like big apartment buildings and go to festivals. Yeah.
For me, it would be get to work so far because able to run retail stores so you can become an entrepreneur, sell whatever you want from the catalog. I always love that aspect of the game. You know, make my way in the world.
Like, I love playing games because, you know, I like the job part of it. I love getting to work with my Sims, putting those Sims to work. Lazy Sims just lying around. Well, now they get to lie around and hopefully into the sun, maybe a little rain, maybe like lying around in the snow.
Yeah.
June 22nd.
Snow angels.
You can make snow angels. See, that's what I'm in for.
How exciting is that?
So June 22nd, you're going to get your chance to make snow angels when the Sim Seasons expansion hits everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And thank you. Hopefully you guys have a great EA Play. And now let's take a look at exactly what I've been talking about with this trailer for the Sim Seasons. All that and more coming June 22nd to The Sims. But now, say you're interested in perhaps working in the games industry. That's what I do. I've been doing it for quite a long time, and I'd like to do more. I'd like to learn more. So that's why I found Shannon here to explain a little bit about how I could get a job in the games industry. First off, Shannon, how are you going to help me get a job in this industry that I love so much?
Absolutely. Gaming industry opens up such a variety of opportunities and careers within this industry, and that's what I love about it. It doesn't matter if you want to be a developer, if you want to be finance analyst, we have all types of opportunities for you, and that's what we're here for. I'm a recruiting team, is to partner with you, help you identify what skill sets align with your passions and career.
Now, is that a tough gig to be a recruiter for the video games industry? Because it seems like, I mean, lots of people love video games. I assume a lot of people want to work in the games industry. How do you find and pick perfect spots for people?
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry and make sure you're engaging new people to learn from them as well. But for us, we actually just want to engage all talent. There's so many different types of skill sets and levels that we want to include into our industry. That's what makes it diverse, so we can have such great experiences for everybody.
And as a recruiter, how cool is it for you to get to come to something like EA Play and see all these people who are passionate about video games and you might even be hiring someday?
Oh, it's so exciting. The vibe here is great. I love knowing that we're surrounded by such creative people and passionate people about the industry. And it's just great to see that come into our culture and see what environments get pushed through all the other different teams.
Now, you can be a recruiter for tons of things. There's tons of jobs out there. What is it about the games industry that is the perfect place to be recruiting for? I mean, because as I said earlier, there's so many passionate people, but how different is it working within the games industry?
It's such a fun environment to be in. That's the great thing. With all the different creative people that you're surrounded by, you can learn from every day. There's new technologies going on in the game industry. It's just an exciting environment, and that allows you to be an individual. We really embrace that within the culture.
Industry. I mean, again, tons of industries out there, but what is it about games that brought you into that world?
I'm passionate about gaming. I love to game. And for me to be able to merge recruiting with gaming is a dream come true for me. So I encourage that to anybody. If you love gaming, get out there, go to EA Careers, check it out, see what we have for you to check to potentially just be involved with. Like I said, we have everything from recruiting, HR, finance, artists, designers, programmers. We love every type of skill set.
That's all we have to do is go to ea.com/careers.
ea.com/careers. Check out our world, check out our locations across the globe.
Shannon, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Have a great time.
I'm going to have an awesome time. And that's just one job that you can get in the game. Playing video games is the job you want. That's right, playing the games. How about playing the games way before they even come out? EA has play testing available for you. That's right, you can be a gameplay tester. That means playing games months, sometimes years before they come out, and having the opportunity to help develop that game and make sure that it's the perfect game and the game you want it to be. Maybe you live in the United States, Canada, Sweden, Australia, London. EA has studios in all those locations that make it super easy for you to go to. So if you just go to ea.com/playtesting, you can find the perfect career path for you in testing video games. It sounds so amazing. You don't live in those areas? There's something in there for you too. Why? Because you can possibly test games from the comfort of your own home. You don't even need to leave the bed. You can just be jams, testing video games, giving your feedback, and helping how these video games are made. So once again, ea.com/playtesting. Go there, find out all the information. You'll make a couple clicks here and there, and you too video games way before they come out. And telling me what's coming out, so I know all the secrets. Because he doesn't want to do that. I want to do that. So that's, again, playtesting. Go check it out. And now we're going to go ahead inside and see what Andrea's doing. I think she's busy. Too busy for me. But look at all those people in there sitting down, hanging out, getting ready for the show. EA Play is only a few minutes away. And that is what's happening inside the Palladium. But I want to learn a little bit more about the Palladium itself. And that's why I found... All right. Tell me about the Palladium. What is it about this venue that makes it so special and keeps EA coming back for each EA Play?
So the Palladium opened in 1940. The opening night, Frank Sinatra was an opener on the bill. And
Not even the closer? Old Blue Eyes was the opener?
Opening. So since then, about everyone's played here: Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince, Elton John, lately Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Dave Chappelle filmed this special here. So about everything in between. And then last year, EA came in for the first time, transformed the parking lot, the venue, blew it up even.
Deu uma queda aqui. Internet aqui, galera. Não, na verdade não foi na internet, foi na própria conferência mesmo. Enquanto isso, né, enquanto a gente espera a conferência voltar, quero saber como vocês estão. E é a primeira vez fazendo live no canal, né, voltou. Eu quero saber, né, como vocês estão aí nesse sábado, pré-conferência. Da hora, hein? Muito brabo, meu. Que isso, doido. Caramba.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem.
Muito
We're going to
maneiro.
talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrew Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan.
Que pena que eu
So
perdi
they invited me to
pedaço
come
que a
and host the
internet
show.
deu
And I
uma
think this year
mastigada
it's
aqui,
going to be a
mas
lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready. So we're about to
infelizmente
kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19. And boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited?
Amantes da guerra.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I killed you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
Olha o BF. Será que é o BF? É ele mesmo. Battlefield 5. Olha a coisa bonita aí, ó. Brabo demais, mano. Muito bravo.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. You want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest, most immersive Battlefield yet.
Certainly is.
O que nos resta é esperar, né, o jogo a demo.
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. You will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So, let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So, we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and
uma coisa que agora está tendo agora nos jogos atuais agora está tendo uma escolha de classe, né, entre masculino e feminino. Isso é bem legal porque agora no meio gamer o público feminino está cada vez mais entrando, né, nesse meio, que antigamente era muito pro público masculino. Bravo demais.
Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Interessante.
Royale.
Vai lançar gameplay?
Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you an experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year. So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. The unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. This time, even featuring music.
Agora sim, gameplay. Eita, caiu, já era. Eita, mano. Engraçado, não era pra ser Battlefield 5, não era pra ser a continuação do outro, né? O outro é Battlefield 1, esse era pra ser o Battlefield 2, mas tudo bem, né? Ao meu visto era isso. Porque o Battlefield 4 é muito bom, né? Eu gosto muito do BF4. I love you. Morreu. Já é. Conteúdo exclusivo para Xbox.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me campeão.
Tem que ser o
É preciso
FIFA
determinação
18. Né?
e vontade de vencer. E mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
Eita, pedalou, partiu, bateu, é gol. Quase tomou na reta. Neymar. Tá aí, FIFA 19, para quem gosta. Eu não sou fã de futebol. Eita! Caramba, que legal, mano. Muito legal.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life for 19. I think he's going to tell you a little bit more.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. It will be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one. Pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy.
Caramba,
The World Cup.
show de bola. Bonitão.
And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this
Galera,
year.
desculpa pelas
Or
batidas
you
aí.
can make a crazy
Vizinho
dream a
abençoado
reality
aqui tá
for your
fazendo
home
obra
country,
aqui.
like mine, Iceland.
Nesse momento.
Who would have thought that a
Então,
nation of only 350,000
mas
people would
infelizmente é
ever
uma coisa que não
qualify?
tem como evitar.
And you can feel their excitement.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come enjoy the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah.
Muito bom, isso aí.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and Alfa Vista!
On the biggest stage at the World Cup. Good morning.
Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities to play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. That's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
De nada. Pai. Show de bola. Até o playback lá, ó. Opa. Agora não, pelo amor de Deus. A internet tá caindo. Vai, continua, meu filho.
Sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that event on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be. And we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you
Hi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber? So,
Ih, caraca. Atualizar a página. Sacanagem.
which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay. All right. Between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. Get it? Any other?
Você tá de brincadeira, né? Só pode.
Does that mean it's going to just be all dark and serious? All right. So I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
Yeah.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Esse cara é cobrado. Provavelmente mais uma DLC a caminho do Battlefront 2.
Including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. Let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront,
We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Uravel? Ih, rapaz, será que é Uravel 2? Um joguinho maneirinho também, Uravel.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest,
Ih, rapaz, já era o vermelho e agora o azul também.
and you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
Olha lá, falei que era um Uravel 2. Rapaz, aqui o bagulho
It's
é
a game
doido.
about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood.
Cara, tá meio enrolado? É, impressão.
We're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Controle do Xbox novo.
This wasn't prepared. There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game.
Eu comecei a jogar Uravel uma vez,
And we
mas
actually
tipo
tried to
assim,
include a bit more of those
foi
because
maneirinho.
we
Na
figured
verdade, eu
that this is a
comecei a ver a
co-op game. We
gameplay
wanted
dele.
to have more like thrill and
Foi até no
danger and kind of wow
Zangado.
moments, places that were like fun and
Canal do
exciting.
Zangado. Eu achei que tá legalzinho, mas tipo assim, eu não tive muita paciência pra continuar o jogo, acabei desinstalando.
That's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across.
Mas foi legalzinho.
So I guess I'll jump into this. So,
quem tá na live aí, seja bem-vindo.
Okay.
Você que chegou no canal através dessa live, se inscreva aí no canal, deixe seu like. Se puder divulgar o link também, eu agradeço.
The bird is back. Playing it safely now.
E
Upswing.
assim a gente continua, né, galera? Porque é muito importante você se inscrever. E aproveitando que a gente está na live, aproveitar e falar que ontem, umas 5, 6 horas da tarde, batemos a meta do canal de 350 inscritos. Estamos com mais de 350, estamos com 400 e pouquinho. E estou muito feliz porque batemos essa meta. E já estaremos aí, né, fazendo aquele sorteio do jogo. Essa semana vai estar sendo feito, eu acredito, esse sorteio. E vamos para cima, galera. Agora vamos bater 1000. Temos que bater 1000 para ficar gostoso. Depois a gente vai botar outra meta aí para sortear mais um jogo. Acredito eu. Entendeu? E o Ravel aí, tem uma galinha ali maluca. Vamos lá, né? A internet hoje tá uma bagaça. Não era para estar assim, mas infelizmente tá rodando. Ui, quase.
I really hope you like it.
Bora, internet. Vamos, minha filha. Vamos lá.
Before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Pô, o cara ficou meio sem jeito, sei não, hein? Já era pra estar acostumado, né, queridão? Ih, apaixonou. Não agarra não, cara. Continua, vai, meu filho. Aí a gente perde gameplay, né, cara? Poxa. Vida, que sacanagem.
These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion.
Ah, eu odeio quando acontece isso.
But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out. So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all can remember that. And you might even remember
mas não consigo gravar.
Anyhow, in March that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and to a new studio. Stories like this, why we will continue with developers
others to help them. Which leads us to our next title from a little game studio in Berlin called Join My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to a personal decision.
Our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually maybe a little too excited. We are Yumbai, a small indie game from Berlin, and we are developing Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed. Like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I saw the can instance game because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. We try to show of lonely souls.
Ja.
Struggle. We achieve all.
Queda bastante. Nossa. É uma queda bem feia. Nossa. Esperar carregar, né? Caramba, travou de vez. Nossa, que tá muito bom. Vou tocar 460, 480. Nossa.
This is what we
480 dá pra levar ainda. Vixe. Não, tá parecendo Caramba, esqueci o nome do menino. Só ano que vem. NBA. Poxa, tá agarrando demais, cara.
Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win that cup. It's the goal now. At some point, he's going to need to get up.